tough, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Herbert. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And some room to move, and I think the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, it's Murray. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. And that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The Charger drive about to get going. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They'll get this up to about the 44. The Cardinals add 8 and 3 now. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The tight end in motion right. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. Dobbins is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Herbert on first down now. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle. Herbert now. Setting up the screen. Here's Spiller. Touchdown! Isaiah Spiller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have regained the lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch first.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On
first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. In motion right comes Allen. On second down, Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. Going deep here for Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now Murray off play action. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Play action. Now it's Murray. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Murray now to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to a field goal. Into the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Once more, here's Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the gun, a run by Spiller. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to look deep for more. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all. There he goes, left side.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Still getting my trade. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest.
Appreciate that, sir. That's all I need you to do. Thank you.
That's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. They face a 3rd down.
You know what, like, I ain't trying to win this game. I'm just trying to give a trade. You can have the win. Hey, I'm making the playoffs. I ain't worried about it. Oh yeah, I don't care. Yeah, like you can have you can have to get win. It don't matter to me. I'm making playoffs. I ain't worried about it.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's going to be back.
Damn, bro. I just need to get this straight. You can score, bro. I'm just trying to get this straight. Like, you can score all you want.
Time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Herbert on first down now. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 80 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this one will wind up with them losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll take this one.
Hey, GG, bro, you got me. I see you in the playoffs, G.
J.K. Dobbins punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.